You've been asking the same question for longer than feels fair. You've whispered prayers in the dark when no one else could hear. You've waited until silence stopped feeling like a pause and started feeling like an answer.
God, did you hear any of it?
I know that question. I know what it's like to speak into the quiet and hear nothing back. I know what it's like to wonder if your voice ever reached heaven at all.
But here's what I also know. He hasn't stopped listening. He hasn't forgotten a single word you've spoken in the dark. He's closer than this silence makes you feel.
You're not here by accident. This moment, right now, this is sacred ground. Stay with me.
Let's worship.
I don't know how much longer I can do this, but I'm not leaving, I'm still here. The room is quiet, the hours are long. I've been talking to walls and wondering if you're still on. I've held my breath through 1,000 nights, asking for a sign, just one small light. My knees are worn from the floor I've kept. These are the tears I thought I'd already wept. But here I am again, back to the start, with nothing left but this broken heart. Oh, I'm still here waiting, still here, still calling your name. I'm still here waiting, through the silence and the pain. I haven't moved, I haven't run, I'm holding on to what you've done. God, I'm still here waiting, still here waiting for you. Maybe faith looks like staying put, when every reason to leave feels understood. Maybe hope is the weight I carry through, when I can't see you but I still choose you. I've laid my questions at your feet, the ones with no answers, the ones that keep coming back in the quiet of the night. I still believe you're gonna make this right. I'm still here waiting, still here, still calling your name. I'm still here waiting, through the silence and the pain. I haven't moved, I haven't run, I'm holding on to what you've done. God, I'm still here waiting, still here waiting for you. I don't understand the silence, but I understand that leaving will be the one thing I couldn't come back from. So I stay because something in me still believes. Even now, even here, even when the answer doesn't come, I won't stop, I won't go, because you are still enough. Even when the night stretches
I've thought about it, walking away. But tonight I can't, tonight I stay. I've been sitting with this weight so long, I forgot what it felt like to feel strong. I've had conversations in my head with you, said every angry thing a broken soul can do. I've been honest, God, more honest than I planned. Told you things I couldn't say to any human hand, and still the morning came without a word. Still the silence, still the ache, still the unheard. But I won't walk away tonight, even if the dark feels too wide. I won't walk away tonight, something's keeping me inside. It might be desperation, it might be foolish hope, but I won't walk away tonight. I won't walk away. I've seen people leave and never come back, trade the altar for an easier track. And I understand it, God, I really do. When the waiting costs you everything, what do you do? But I keep coming back to what I've known, the way you met me when I felt alone, the evidence of grace I can't erase. Still here, still fighting, still seeking your face. But I won't walk away tonight, even if the dark feels too wide. I won't walk away tonight, something's keeping me inside. It might be desperation, it might be foolish hope, but I won't walk away tonight. I won't walk away. I won't walk away. Every part of me that's tired, I know you see it. Every part of me that's scared, I know you know it. And somehow that's enough to stay one more night. This is the hardest kind of faith, not the mountain moving kind, but the stay when nothing changes kind, the hold on when you're blind kind. And maybe this right here is the holiest place I've been, to trust you in the waiting when I can't see where it ends. I won't walk away tonight, even when I have every right. I won't walk away tonight, because you stayed for me when I was the one who ran. You never walked away from me, so tonight I'll understand. I won't walk away. I won't walk away. I won't walk away. Not tonight, not tonight. I'm still here.
There's a kind of waiting that breaks you slowly, not all at once, but day after day, prayer after prayer, until you're not even sure what you're asking for anymore.
Maybe you stopped asking out loud. Maybe you started wondering if the silence meant something you couldn't bear to face. But I want you to hear this, and hear it deep.
Silence is not absence. God is not gone when he goes quiet. Sometimes the silence is the place where he does his deepest work.
You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are being held in the middle of the waiting.
Stay. The answer is closer than the silence sounds.
I'm not asking for signs. I'm not asking for signs. I'm just asking you to answer me, even here, even in the quiet. Earth screaming to the empty air. Press my face into the floor in prayer. I felt the walls closing around my knees, and still I couldn't hear you speak to me. I've read the words you left behind, try to find the comfort I can't find. Somewhere between the promises and now, there's a space I haven't learned to allow. Answer me in the silence. I'll listen harder than I've ever listened before. Answer me in the silence. I don't need the thunder anymore. Just a whisper, just a presence, just enough to know you're near. Answer me in the silence. I'm listening. I'm right here. I'm right here. Maybe you're not quiet. Maybe I'm not still. Maybe the noise inside is louder than your will. Maybe all the questions crowding in my chest are the things that keep me from the place of rest. Hey! So I'm choosing now to lay my panic down, to stop demanding what I want and just be found, to sit inside the stillness that I feared, hey, and trust that this is exactly where you hear. Answer me in the silence. I'll listen harder than I've ever listened before. Answer me in the silence. I don't need the thunder anymore. Just a whisper, just a presence, just enough to know you're near. Answer me in the silence. I'm listening. I'm right here.
There's a difference between empty silence and holy silence. One is absence, one is presence. God, teach me to know the difference. Teach me to be still enough to hear.
Answer me in silence. I'll listen harder than I've ever listened before. Answer me in silence. I don't need the thunder anymore. In the silence you are speaking. In the stillness you are near. All the striving, all the reaching falls away when you appear. I don't need a burning mountain. I don't need the parting sea. Just the quiet of your presence is enough for me. Answer me in the silence. I've stopped fighting what I couldn't understand. Answer me in the silence. I'm resting in your hands. Not demanding, just receiving. Not performing, just believing. Answer me in the silence. I am yours. I'm right here. I'm listening. I'm still. I'm still.
I can't go any further. This is it. This is the furthest I can reach. Meet me here.
I'm not standing on a mountain. I'm not standing in the light. I'm standing at the bottom of another broken night. My hands are empty, God. I've given everything I had, and all I know to do right now is stand in what I lack. Meet me where I stand, not where I wish I was. Meet me where I stand. Reach down through all the dust. I'm not put together. I'm not close to fine, but this is where I am, and I'm asking you, meet me here, meet me where I stand.
I've tried to clean myself enough to come before your throne, but every time I think I'm ready, I find something else that's wrong. So I'm done pretending, done dressing up my pain. I'm coming as the broken thing I am, and calling out your name. Meet me where I stand. because he doesn't wait for us to climb up. He comes down. You didn't wait for me to be worthy. You never asked me to be whole. You stepped into the lowest valley to come and find my soul. So here I am, the lowest version of the person that you love. And I'm trusting that the God who found me lost is still God enough. Meet me where I stand. This is every last piece of me. Meet me where I stand. Right here is where I'll be. Not tomorrow when I'm there, not when the wounds are clean. God, right here, right now, I'm asking, come and meet me here. Meet me where I right here, come find me here. I'm not moving. I'm not standing on a mountain.
Something is shifting. I can feel it even as I say these words. You came here broken. You came here wondering if God could still hear a voice like yours. Worn down, worn out, maybe even a little bit angry. And here's what I believe with everything in me. He heard every word, every whispered prayer in the middle of the night, every tear that fell before you could even form the sentence, every moment you held on when every reason to let go was louder.
He heard it all. And now he's answering. Not in the way you expected, not in the timing you planned, but he is moving.
Open your hands. Open your heart. What you've been waiting for is not over, it's beginning.
It's beginning.
All this time I thought I was invisible in the waiting, but he saw every single second of it. There were nights I felt so small, like my prayers is all before they hit the ceiling at all. Like I was shouting into a room where the lights had all gone out too soon. But something deep inside me says that what I feel and what is true aren't always the same instead. That the one who made the stars by name knows every tear and whispered prayer I've claimed. You see me waiting. You've seen every midnight prayer. You see me waiting. You never stopped being there. I thought the silence meant you turned away, but you were watching every single day. You see me waiting, and you've been here all along. Every morning that I rose again, with nothing changed but somehow still holding on. Every act of faith that felt like falling, still you saw and you were calling. Not with lightning, not with easy signs, but with the quiet pull of something divine. The way I couldn't let myself let go was you holding on to me below. You see me waiting, you've seen every midnight prayer. You see me waiting, you never stop being there. I thought the silence made you turn away, but you were watching every single day. You see me waiting, and you've been here all along. I was never invisible to you, not once, not for a single breath. You saw me, even when I couldn't see you. You were never far, you were always near. Even alive, even in the valley, even in the drought, even when my faith was barely going out. You saw the embers burning, you fanned the smallest flame. Every tear I thought was wasted, you collected in your name. Yeah. You see me waiting, you saw what this cost me inside. You see me waiting, and you never left my side. The silence wasn't punishment or shame. You were right here, you saw, you know my name. You see me waiting, and you've always seen me here. Oh, oh, you saw me, you saw me, you knew me, you never left. I've turned away 1,000 times, but he hasn't, not once, not ever. I've come to you with hands I wasn't proud of, with a heart that barely held together. I've come to you with hands I wasn't proud of, with a heart that barely held together, with words that weren't always worship, and prayers that sounded more like anger. I've come with all the wrong inside me, with questions sharper than my faith. And every time I thought I'd push lost you too far. I found you still waiting in that place. You never turn away. You never slam the door. You never say the damage is too much. You never keep the score. Every broken version of me that comes crawling back to you. You never turn away. You never turn away. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I've watched people turn their backs on me. So much less than what I brought to you. And somehow that makes your mercy more than mercy. It makes it something I can't fully name or prove. But I feel it in the moments when I'm shattered, when the evidence says we're running high, and instead I find this inexplicable drawing, like a door held open from the inside. Oh, you never turn away. You never slam the door. You never say the damage is too much. You never keep the score. Every broken version of me that comes crawling back to you. You never turn away. You never turn away. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I don't deserve this kind of love. I know that he knows that, and he gives it anyway. That's not religion, that's grace. Whoa, this is the love that changes everything. Not the kind that comes with conditions tied. Not the kind that leaves when I stop performing, but the kind that stays, the faithful kind. I will build my life on this one truth. When everything around me falls away, no matter how many times I've doubted, you have never, never turned away. You never turn away, and I am finally free. You never turn away from someone broken like me. I could spend forever saying thank you, and it still wouldn't be enough. You never turn away. You never, never turn away. Never, never turn away. I'm never, never turn away. I'm home. I came in broken. I looked for you in the silence, and in the very last place I expected, I found you right here. I didn't find you on the mountaintop. I didn't find you when the storm had scarred. I found you in the valley, low and warm. I found you in the middle of the torn. I didn't find you when I had it right. I found you in the wreckage of the night. when everything I held was broken down. That's when your presence found me on the ground. Oh, I found you here, right here in the middle of my worst. I found you here, right here when I thought I'd lost you first. Not at the end of my obedience, but at the bottom of my need. I found you here. You were here all along. I found you here. I found you here. Oh.
This is the story that I'll always tell. You when I was too far gone to find myself. You hadn't moved an inch from where I was. You were already in the middle of the loss.
Is this the thing that rewrites everything? That the God I thought required more from me was kneeling in the dirt beside my face, saying, I've been here, this was always grace. I found you here, right here in the middle of my worst. I found you here, right here when I thought I'd lost you first. Not at the end of my obedience, but at the bottom of my need. I found you here. You were here all along. I found you here. I found you here. I came here asking if God was listening. I'm leaving knowing He never stopped. The silence wasn't emptiness, it was Him sitting with me in it. I will never stop telling this to every broken soul I meet, that the God who holds the universe came looking for me in the deep, that the waiting wasn't wasted, that the silence wasn't cold, that He was writing something sacred in the dark. I didn't know. I didn't find you on a mountaintop.
Father.
We come to you right now exactly as we are, worn, waiting, hopeful in ways we can barely explain. We've asked this question in every form we knew how, and tonight we're not asking anymore.
Tonight, we're just resting.
Resting in the truth that you heard every single word, that you never once looked away. That the silence was never rejection, it was preparation. For everyone listening right now, the one who almost didn't stay, the one who's been waiting for months, for years, I pray that something broke open tonight. Something that can't be closed again.
Lord, meet them right where they are. Answer them in the place they least expect. Let this be the night the waiting ends and the miracle begins. In Jesus' name, amen.
If this touched something in you tonight, write your name in the comments, just your name. So we can pray for you specifically. You are not a number here, you are a person. And we want to stand with you. We're on a journey to 1,000 people who believe that God still answers. If you're one of them, subscribe. Let's build this together.
You are not alone. You never were.